to another episode of Up All Night, the Curvy Girlz Chronicles. My name is Precious Williams, and I am so excited to be the host of this show. Tonight we have Jamila Watkins, a plus-size model who's going to come in and really talk to us about the curvy girl life.
Let's talk about it.
Can we go deep?
Let's.
Can we let people know what's good?
Buckle up.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. I'm scared now. Okay. I don't even know what to say after all of that. Okay. People are very curious about curvy women. You know, some people think that curvy women aren't fascinating, but a lot of people do. They want to know about our love and sex and dating tricks, all sorts of things.
Oh, yeah.
And so I want to kind of get into that.
Oh, there's lots to tell.
You know that this is a no holds barred show, right? I mean, we're not crazy.
I heard.
But we gonna let that be known, okay?
All right.
Okay. So you are a plus size model, right?
I am.
You are a full figure diva, right?
This is true.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about that.
I'd be happy to. First of all, thank you. I'm just so pleased to be a part of this.
Oh my God, thank you.
Appreciate the opportunity just to sit with you and just talk.
Okay, well, let's talk.
Let's do it.
Okay.
So, in the past couple years, I've actually had some success as a plus model.
Mm-hmm.
But during the day,
give me the real life story. During the day,
I actually work as a clinical study manager in the pharmaceutical industry, managing clinical trials and developing new drugs around the world. So, this girl has a day job.
there is nothing wrong with that. You got to keep it moving, right?
Well, you have to support
You definitely do.
your fabulous lifestyle that
Definitely.
comes along with being
You
not only a curvy girl.
You know, I started the company, Curvy Girlz Lingerie, and it probably the only reason I got started is I got fired from my job.
Curvy girls have bills like everybody else.
They definitely do, and I was like, okay, ain't nobody trying to hire a sister. I guess I'll go along with this. This is what I'm going to do.
Exactly.
Okay.
I have worked in the plus model industry for the past couple of years.
Right.
And now it's just a matter of maintaining.
Right.
Jamila by day versus
no, it's cool. It's cool.
But I love it. You know, I wouldn't have it any other way. It's a passion that I'm happy to say that I had the courage to pursue.
Right.
And just the opportunity just to do what you love is really a blessing. So
you know, in my earlier episode, I had another plus size model. Her name was Alyssa Wade, and she has just gotten into modeling, and she was talking about the confidence that she has now.
Oh,
And
yeah.
of course, when she started, her friends told her, "Oh, pipe dream, nothing to really." Meh. And now she's starting to do runway shows and campaigns and stuff. And I was like, "How does that feel? You're a curvy girl. What does that feel like?"
I'll tell you what happens. You know, I turn on in front of a camera. You know, I turn on.
Really? I don't even, I really couldn't, I can't.
No, can't you relate?
Oh, yes, I can.
little something that happens.
Yes.
And just that inner gift really shines through.
Right.
And it's, to tell you a funny story, I remember one of my first runway shows, my mother was in the audience, and she'd never seen me sort of in this form.
Right.
And she had to ask me later, what exactly was that? I couldn't even recognize you. Who was that?
Yeah.
So I've given it a name.
What is it?
Lady J.
Ooh. I think Beyonce has Sasha Fierce. You're a Lady J.
I am Lady J. And so
Okay.
when those cameras turn on, when the music starts through the speakers, the crowd, the clothes are beautiful, you feel beautiful, Lady J steps out.
Well, I'm Big Sexy. That is my
nice
alter
to meet
ego.
you.
Oh, she's always on. You know how it is. I wanted to do this since I was 5 years old.
I think everyone has that personality in us.
Definitely.
You can give it a name or not give it a name, but
But
you
it is
know
definitely in you.
when you are doing something you love and you just light up,
Definitely.
then that is that thing.
So what makes you a curvy girl in the city?
You know, just holding my head up high and just commanding attention as I walk the streets and have people stopping and asking, who is that girl? You know,
That
not that
confidence.
happens in real life, but in my head, you know, and that's where it starts, right?
Yeah.
So
Well, you're 6 feet tall.
I am.
That's like fierce warrior girl walking next to you. You're like I was scared when I saw you. I was like, I'm mad that she's taller than me, and she's kind of fierce. And I thought I was like Miss Fierce, like on top 2.0. Like I was like, ooh, she's standing next to me. I'm feeling kind of. I'm 5'9". I'm feeling kind of
Well, you know,
a certain way about that.
All those things are true.
Yes.
But,
Yeah.
you know, it took maybe some time for me to believe that.
Right.
So I've been tall all my life, but it's only been really in the past few years that I can really own that and feel like there's power, you know, in this size, as opposed to wanting to hide and fit in. Yeah, you just stand out and just be proud.
You do. Now, I'm used to women being intimidated by me in a certain way, because, like I said, when I walk in the room, it's Precious time. I don't even know how else not to be me. Like, This is showtime. It's like this is the performance of a lifetime for me. Are men intimidated by you?
You know, I've heard that, and in fact, I've gotten some recent feedback.
Okay.
It doesn't carry much weight, but it's interesting to know that, yeah, men are often intimidated. In fact, I was told that the reason why you're single, and I'm single, fellas.
I'm single too. Yeah. Okay.
Is that I am so tall.
Uh-huh.
And that if I weren't so tall, maybe I wouldn't be single. So what does a tall and curvy girl do with that?
I don't know. You just rock it.
How about not a lot?
Yeah. First of all, I'm 5'9", so I may not be 6 feet tall, but I know there's a lot of men are shorter than me. And I don't know about you, but there's something about, I've only had one tall man, and like the man who inspired Curvy Girlz lingerie was 6'4". When I had that, I was like, I understand that tall man thing.
I remember that story.
Feeling of when he held me, I was like, and then you see men who are shorter, and it's just kind of like, he can't hold me like that. He's holding.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And so what my experience has been is that, yeah, of course, you know, as a woman, you want to feel protected, that
Definitely.
you can, you know, sort of take shelter in the arms of a strong, strapping, virile, sexy man with muscles and scrumps and all that.
Oh, yes.
But what I find is that those are the guys that tend to prefer the more petite girls.
I noticed.
But what does happen often, the shorter gentleman will approach, which I appreciate even more in many cases, because, you know, just the courage that it takes to approach
Definitely.
anyone, you know, in a new
definitely.
situation, just to kind of break through that barrier and go beyond your comfort zone. And say, I have nothing to lose here. You know, she can be attracted or not attracted. You know, she can think this is charming or not, but I'm going to take that chance. I find it's the shorter guys that are willing to do that, more willing to do that than the taller guys. And what also happens is that the tall guys in the room will notice, hey, that short guy just walked up to her and she's smiling and grinning and sitting there at the bar and having cocktails and chatting up. Well, let me go over there and see. Oh, no, my brother.
Brother,
you missed
don't
out.
be a follower. Brother, I need you to lead.
Yeah. And so I find that it's the shorter gentlemen that are more willing to take that chance, whereas the taller guys kind of fall back. Now, that might be a stereotype, but prove me wrong, fellas.
Listen. How do you see yourself in the world? Beyond all of that, you are a curvy girl. Yes, you are fierce and beautiful and fly and all of these amazing things. But look, how do you see yourself in the world?
Well, I have to say it really starts with just being yourself, accepting yourself with all the things that come with being you. Flaws and all, those imperfections, you know, those self-doubts, just really taking account of all those things that you think about yourself and making sure that you are telling yourself positive messages about yourself.
Exactly.
Because what happens, I find, and in my experience, you know, it wasn't that there was someone telling me I can't do this, or you can't be that person, or you can't go to this place where you want to be. It's yourself that is telling you those things. And so once you make the decision, hey, you know, those are lies. And why lie to yourself when I have the chance to say I can do those things? I can be who I want to be. And just in taking that personal step, I found that it's really helped me grow beyond measure.
Well, you came up to me at that entrepreneurial thing, but I've I've always known that I have the gift of speech. I can speak in 2 people. I can speak to millions. It's not a problem for me. I love that. But there was a part of me that felt I'm a chocolate girl. Who's gonna listen to the chocolate girl? And as I got bigger, I had to pretend I had self-esteem, and I had to fake all of this, whatever. And I realized that, my journey now isn't even about me. It's about these young people, because they're watching. And if all they see are the rappers making it, and the strippers making it, and all of these, those sort of people making it, but they don't see the regular person that actually made it, coming from the inner city or the hood, and actually going to the top. They don't see those stories.
Yeah.
And so they're watching hard, like, can she do it? Really? Did she do it? Oh my gosh, she has a company. And when I started this talk show, it really was, how often do curvy women get celebrated? Yes, it's nice to have my curvy girl crushes of Jill Scott and Queen Latifah and Oprah and Beyonce and all of these sort of things, but I almost feel like they're out there. They're like beyond me. I'm normal. Like, they're beyond that. And so I wanted to just celebrate just curvy women doing it now, like where you are, being a model, being fierce and walking with like that confidence, and having people be like, I don't know who that chick is, but I got to say a couple of words to that chick. Like, who is you? Not even who are you? Who is you? How can I be down with the clique? Like, I want to roll with you. So when we walk in the room, people are like, oh, those two fierce African warrior goddesses walking in here. I'm scared of them. Okay, but we gotta act right around those two, because they look like they'll fight for it. But the thing that I've been really wanting to explore with curvy women is the dating scene. I know we're both single, and ready to mingle, and I've been single for a long time now, and yes, I've heard that I can be intimidating, and I don't think that that's true. I don't think it's true.
That. I think that's an excuse.
I think it is an excuse, but have you had men say, "Oh, I would get with you, but you're a little too big," or there's a little bit more meat that I'm really into, or I prefer a smaller woman? Or have you gone through any of that?
You know what? No one has had
the audacity,
the nerve to say those things to me.
Right. Okay.
In my face.
Uh-huh.
But, there's no telling what people are thinking. And really, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Because if you live your life worried about what other people think, then you'll be jumping through hoops and trying to please and really not be even happy with yourself, because you're so busy trying to make someone else happy. It really has no consequence on you and your life unless you let that person.
Well, I'm 34 years old, and I think I had a revelation probably around 32, 33, that this is my life. And this is the only life that I have. And so my motto is go big or go home. So, this is my show, and it's just getting started. But just imagine all those people that had the dream, and they're sitting at home doing nothing.
Shoulda.
Watching this, like, I should have did that, I could have did that, and you've done nothing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm doing this, and I've started this, and I've done that, and I'm pushing, because we need to see more women like us out there. When I have like models on here, like, there are plus models, plus size models of color, that are doing it. That are ripping the runway and doing all these amazing things, and you need to get to know them.
Because they're just like you, really. I mean,
we're going through the same thing, right?
Yeah, no, certainly. I mean, and if anything, because the spotlight is on us, there's even more pressure to meet all those expectations.
Right.
But that's why it's so important that at the end of the day, you know who you are. And in fact, just while on the topic, it's really important to have an idea of where you want to be, whether it's as a plus model or in the workplace or your family life. Because particularly when it comes to curvy women, there's a market for anything. You can find what you're looking for. And so someone might approach you to do something that may be sort of against, your values or how you see yourself. But it's out there.
Right.
And if you accept it, you can go down that road, and there's no telling where you'll be at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But what's important is that you're happy with the decisions you've made, and you'll see just a variety of opportunities within the curvy market, the curvy community. It's really blown up.
I don't even feel we've hit the tipping point.
Oh, no,
there's still
not at all.
There's still so. I was saying I was doing this show. Well, there's another woman. I'm like, do you know how many talk show hosts there are on ABC, NBC, CBS?
Right, and why can't there be more than one brown skinned curvy girl doing any one thing? Period. Sure. And so, but as you said, it's just up to you to curate those opportunities. And so
you have to do it.
You have to do it.
Take the first step.
You have to make those investments, whether it be time, money, energy, resources.
Okay.
Just and network and reach out to those people that you admire, because most likely, everyone loves to talk about themselves. So if you
find themselves utterly fascinated.
Oh yeah, and we'll sit there
like, I am not,
and tell you all about.
I'd rather get a job.
Yeah, what makes them special.
Right.
And so, it's just a matter of reaching out to those individuals and saying, hey, I really admire your work,
as I'm listening to you, I really want to know right now, where do you see yourself? Like you're talking about, like, we're talking about making the steps. Yes, we're single, ready to mingle. I just want to make that clear. If you reach out to a sister, follow me, reach out, have a job, good job, all that sort of thing. I would love you to be tall, but hey, whatever. But like, where do you see, like, you have to be strong in your conviction, right?
Oh, sure.
I'm going to be a nationally syndicated talk show host by the time I'm 40. I'm 34 years old, right? I'm already being paid to speak. I already have Curvy Girlz. There are things but that is what I am going to do. That's the trajectory. We're making it happen right now. What is it for you?
I'm actually exploring more opportunities behind the camera, behind the scenes.
Those are power players right there.
Yeah, and although, sitting in hair and makeup and wardrobe and stylist and runway and photo shoots are very fabulous things. I find that there are interesting and as exciting opportunities behind the scenes, creating those images.
Giving other curvy women the opportunity.
An opportunity, exactly.
To take
so I'm exploring some of that. I'm tapping into some of my business background and my skills in terms of relating to others and building relationships and connecting with people and kind of putting those pieces together. So I'm exploring some additional opportunities behind the scene. Although I will say that you can model really well into old age.
Girl, I'm going to be speaking into my old age. So
okay.
I know it's possible.
Yeah.
I know it's possible.
But when you open the magazines and see ads, that portray that everyday person, you'll find folks young and old, fat and thin, brown and not so brown. And so, like I said, there's an opportunity to really go anywhere within the curvy market, the model market, all those. It's just really a matter of just creating those things for yourself. So
I love it. I'm about that life. I'm about helping out other curvy women and just being a resource and just being like, you are so worth it.
Oh yeah,
you're worth it. Do you know that it's not even just a slogan for L'Oreal? It's like, you are so worth it. You're worth the best that life has to offer.
And it's so important because not everyone has the opportunity to sit in front of a camera and be in a makeup chair. And even for those that do, when that makeup comes off, you still have to face yourself in the mirror and be able to say the same thing. I'm worth it. I deserve it.
Right.
I'm worthy. And so wherever you are, it's just important to be able to do that.
Well, you fly diva, you. How can your fans, because of course fans are going to come from this, how can your fans get in contact with you?
Well, I'm on Twitter at Jamila Watkins.
Spell it.
Jam as in Mary, ILA, WATKINS. I'm on Facebook, Jamila Watkins. It's me. That's my
It's true, because she responds to things I do. It's true. That's her.
So I'm not trying to hide behind some moniker or some alias. You can look me up and find me. And email and developing a website and building a portfolio and putting all those things together. But
Well,
That's
sister,
how you
let me
find
tell
me.
you, I have enjoyed the fact that you have been driving for hours to get
A
here.
little bit.
To get here and to be here with me. You've only met me once, and I was just talking at an event, and for you to reach out to me, I can't tell you how much I appreciate that.
Well, just to your credit, it's an honor for me to be here, and the impact that you made just in that one day's meeting, was huge. So I'm happy to support, and congratulations to you in advance. For your
oh girl,
continued
y'all not
success.
ready for the show. Well, I want to give you a hug and to just say thank you, sister. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching another episode of Up All Night, the Curvy Girlz Chronicles. It's been a pleasure having my guests here, and I hope you've enjoyed every moment like I have. We have a lot of great upcoming episodes. Check us out at thecurvygirlchronicles.com. You can find me at facebook.com, Precious L. Williams, facebook.com, Curvy Girlz, twitter.com, Curvy Girlz. You can reach out to me. I promise I do respond back, and join in the next time. We really, 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 really are doing something amazing for curvy women. We celebrate the beauty of curvy women every day. Thank you.